All right, all right. Good win, Kings. Good win. Good win against the Lakers. I'm not going to say to hate the Lakers because I don't hate them. They were one of our rivals back in the day, but they haven't been a rival for a while just because the Kings haven't been that good for a while and they haven't played the Lakers in the playoffs. So I wouldn't consider them a rival. They are on the West Coast, so in that sense, they are a rival. But hey, all in all, good win, Kings. Great job. Way to play together. Way to dominate another team. You're back. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you coming in. It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, back with another episode of The King's Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
I love it.
Where my face go? There we go. Ah, man, that's good. That's good. Yes, you heard it right. You heard it right. I did say a different name. I'm going to change the name just a little bit. It's still going to be The King's Morning After Cup of Joe with Jay, but it's going to be The King's Morning After Midday Cup of Joe with Jay, because no matter what I do, I can't seem to get these videos out fast enough. With no matter how early I get up, how little editing I do, it just seems like these videos cannot get out any sooner than midday. It's about 12 noon. So expect the video to come out around midday. My thoughts, my ideas, my takes on the Sacramento Kings previous night's game. So Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. That's good. Black, 1 tablespoon of creamer. That's how I like it. Anyway, so the Sacramento Kings defeat the Los Angeles Lakers last night in LA, 125-110. A glorious victory for the Kings, who came into LA stomping on the Lakers, showing them what we got. All in all, we were just too much for the Lakers to handle. On a game that was a back-to-back night for them, for the Lakers, they looked like they were on a back-to-back, namely Anthony Davis and a couple of other guys just didn't have it. LeBron out there doing his thing, doing LeBron things. LeBron had a triple-double. It was kind of meaningless. It was in a blowout, but LeBron had a triple-double. So another triple-double for LeBron. Good for him. Like I said, it wasn't enough to beat the Kings last night, though. That was the Kings' first game on their 6-game road trip. So they started off their road trip with a splash with a victory, which is great. Great way to start off the road trip, 1-0. We'll see how they finish it off. They have more games upcoming, obviously. This current road schedule includes a game versus the Spurs tomorrow at 4:30, a game versus the Mavericks, who are doing really well, Kyrie, and who are doing really well this season, Sunday, 4:30, a game against the Pelicans in New Orleans on Monday, 5, and then they play the Pelicans again in New Orleans Wednesday at 5 p.m. And then they finish the 6-game road trip versus the Timberwolves Friday, 5 p.m. And by that time, I'm sure they will be ready to come home after all those road games there. We're going to have to see how this pans out for the Kings. This is a very important stretch for them, considering they're getting back on track now. With this victory, they are now 6-4. So we need these victories to keep coming in. This is going to be a hard, challenging road trip for them, but this is also an opportunity for them to show their dominance and to show who they are in this West Coast division. For the Kings last night, the starters were Kevin Huerter, De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, Keegan Murray, and Harrison Barnes. The Lakers started LeBron James, Cam Reddish, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and Taurean Prince. Very interesting lineup for me, if you ask me. Taurean Prince plays guard, Cam Reddish plays forward. Well, at least that's what this says. I'm sure they switch off and play different positions. For the Lakers, D'Angelo Russell had 28 points. LeBron James with 28 points. Like I said earlier, LeBron had a triple-double, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. D'Angelo Russell, 28, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. And the other leading scorer was Cam Reddish with 16 points, no assists, and 2 rebounds for the night. Leading rebounder was Austin Reeves off the bench, which I found kind of interesting with 11 rebounds. Second best rebounder was LeBron James with 10, and Anthony Davis had 9. Highest score off the bench for them was Austin Reeves with 9. Played 34 minutes. He played almost as many minutes as LeBron. Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell, though, being the 6th man off the bench. And for the Kings, Domantas Sabonis, Harrison Barnes both played 39 minutes. De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter played 38 minutes. Harrison Barnes is getting a lot of minutes, if you ask me. I mean, Harrison Barnes must be out there for his defense. I mean, he scored 13 points, which is decent. But to have 1 rebound, Harrison Barnes with 1 rebound, 2 assists. I don't know, man. I just feel like Harrison Barnes could do more. I don't know if we have somebody on the bench that could do more in his spot. Maybe not. Maybe that's why he's playing so many minutes. But I feel like we need more productivity out of Barnes if he's playing 39 minutes. Highest scorer was Domantas Sabonis with 29 points. De'Aaron Fox with big 28. And Kevin Huerter with 28 points as well. That's a big 3 if you ask me. Domantas Sabonis with 16 rebounds and 7 assists. Kevin Huerter also with 7 assists. Off the bench, the highest scorer was JaVale McGee, who came in for Sabonis and played well, which is a lot of 2-man game, a lot of cuts to the basket and alley-oop dunks. Sasha Vezenkov had 4 points, and Malik Monk with 3 points off the bench, but with 5 big assists and 5 rebounds. JaVale McGee with 6 rebounds off the bench as well. So as you could tell from those stats, Kevin Huerter was hitting his shot, man. Kevin Huerter was busting. He was hitting threes all over the place. His quick release, his sidestep quick release was looking good last night. He was hitting on all cylinders, playing 2-man game with Domantas Sabonis at times, and even with JaVale McGee every now and then. So good on Kevin Huerter. Way to play last night. Big 7 assists out there making plays and being a playmaker and a shot getter. So good for Kevin Huerter. De'Aaron Fox, as you know, he's the motor. He's the catalyst of this offense. And just seeing him last night and watching him last night, some of his drives to the basket, he was telling screens to go away. I mean, he had these guys in the palm of his hand. Tell the screen go away, and he just drive right to the basket, just go right by the guy, and there was nothing the guy could do to stop him. The double team comes, triple team comes, he's going to find a way to get around him, shoot over him. He's a very crafty player. So De'Aaron Fox, keep on going, buddy. Keep that ankle healthy, and keep doing what you're doing, driving to the basket, being the unstoppable player that you are. A lot of times, De'Aaron Fox reminds me a lot of Kobe Bryant. I mean, obviously, different players, different style players. De'Aaron Fox is quicker, in my opinion, and his ability to get to the basket just kind of reminds me of the way Kobe Bryant used to be able to get to the basket. Domantas Sabonis, that center down low, that anchor that we need. Big 29 points, 16 rebounds. Fox and the Ox. The Ox is down there banging, scooping up passes from De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, and he's dunking on people. So Domantas Sabonis is out there playing with force once again, and I love it. We need that. He's a very good big man, and he scores down low, which offsets Fox perfectly. Keegan Murray didn't have as great of a night. He played great on defense, but he only scored 9 points. At one point in the game, he got kneed in the belly. Knee in the solar plexus. Nasty. That looked like it hurt. Hopefully he don't have broken ribs or strained muscle or anything like that. He actually came back into the game, so it's going to be interesting to see if Keegan Murray will be playing the next game or not, or if he feels any soreness or has any after effects of that injury. And then Harrison Barnes, like I said, had 13 points. I just feel like sometimes Harrison Barnes seems like he's missing in action out there. And he has a big body. He defends decently. I see a lot of guys blow by him a lot, but he's a big body. He's an NBA player. He's a professional. So, I don't know if there's anybody better to back him up or would get more stats than Harrison Barnes, like Vezenkov. I mean, who would you substitute Harrison Barnes for? Duarte, Kessler Edwards? Probably not. So I don't know if there's anybody out there in the trade market, or if the Kings are even looking to trade Harrison right now. I heard on the radio earlier that Harrison Barnes is not even tradable at this point. I believe it may be something with his contract to where the Kings can't even trade him right now. So there is that. Kings were hitting threes. The Kings look good as long as they're hitting threes. As long as their shots are falling, they look great because the down low game is always there. Fox's drive game is always there. As long as these guys like Herter and Murray, we can get at least one or two of those guys hitting shots. The Kings are pretty unstoppable. Since Fox has come back, they've been scoring in the high 120s, averaging probably around 125, somewhere around there a game, which just shows Fox was what was missing from their offense earlier when they lost 3 games in a row earlier in the season. Currently, the Kings are on a 4-game win streak, and the record is 6-4 right now at this point of the season. The Kings' defense looked good as well. Like I said earlier, Murray has definitely stepped up his defense and has been doing some really good things on defense. De'Aaron Fox was really good on defense as well. The Kings had a total of 20 steals on the game. So that's a very interesting stat for the Kings. That just shows they're getting in lanes, they're picking pockets. Either that or the Lakers are really bad at passing and we're just making a lot of errant passes. As a matter of fact, what do you guys think? Make a comment down below. If you're listening to this right now, how did the Kings get 20 steals? Was it defense cutting through the lane and stealing these passes? Or was it a lot of bad decisions by the Lakers? Comment down below if you can, please. This was a game that was on national TV, which is good. It gets the Kings some national exposure, gets people eyes on the team and seeing what they can do. It feels like a lot of times the rest of the nation, especially on the East Coast, doesn't really have a great opinion on the Kings, and probably because they play so late on the East Coast. They don't start their games till about 10 o'clock East Coast time, and sometimes the games don't end until 12, 1 o'clock East Coast time. So a lot of people are in bed by then. So Kings don't get watched a lot on the East Coast, but this national exposure is good for us, good for them, and good for their all-star voting, balloting. And Mike Brown lately has been talking Fox as an MVP. So all those, the publicity, the national games bodes well for that. LeBron James still out there playing with force, still getting triple doubles, still looks good. He's definitely the anchor of that team. And AD, I don't know, AD is kind of getting eaten up by the media. I hear people in the media calling him soft. The telecast last night, they were calling him tender. I'm like, man, AD gets no credit. He made a couple blocks last night, and he had a few good rebounds. I think he's similar to Harrison Barnes, just kind of inconsistent, and you never really know what you're going to get out of AD. I know it was a back-to-back game, but AD, Anthony Davis, just seemed really disinterested in playing tonight or playing the Kings. I don't know what it was, playing the Kings or just playing tonight. It was like the Kings got off to that big spurt in the beginning, and the Lakers most of the Lakers didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I mean, LeBron James had a decent game. D'Angelo Russell had a decent game. D'Angelo Russell always seems to have good games against the Kings. He's like a Kings killer for some reason. But it wasn't enough to push them over the top and to overcome our offense. That's pretty much all I got, guys. I appreciate you guys joining. My bottom line for tonight is Fox is pretty much looking unstoppable out there. As long as Fox is out there doing what he's doing, I mean, who's going to be able to stop the Kings? He has a few people he can dish off to, namely Domantas Sabonis cuts to the hole for dunks, or Murray and Herter, who's going to hit a three eventually. So my bottom line is Kings need to keep just doing what they're doing, keep running the offense the way they're running it, and keep improving on defense and learning how to close out these games. And that's my Kings bottom line. Hey guys, guess what? I got a comment from somebody. So getting a comment is kind of cool. You know, I like comments. So if you guys see any information on this video that you guys want to comment on, please do. It helps my channel. I like to get involved with the community, the Kings community, and what fans have to say. So anything I say in this video, anything you disagree with or agree with, make a comment on it. Why not? It'll be fun. I like to get back and forth with people. And also, pretty soon, we're going to be doing live games, and we'll have a chat pretty soon here, too. So I got a comment from actually somebody who says they're Brazilian. Respito 5709 said, "Cool content, Convo. I'm trying to understand because I'm Brazilian and I don't know English, but I'm happy to find Kings content on YouTube." Oh, that's great. That's great. I usually only follow it on Twitter. Here in Brazil, we are creating a community to attract more Kings fans to the Kings. I only follow it on Twitter. Here in Brazil, we are creating a community to attract more fans to the Kings. After all, we must all be subjects of the Kings. De'Aaron Fox. That's right, man. Go De'Aaron Fox. Go De'Aaron Fox. So I really appreciate the comment, man. All the way from Brazil. That's wonderful, man. You watch me all the way from Brazil on the other side of the world. That's just wonderful, man. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the love. And yes, we all must be subjects, or we all must be witnesses to De'Aaron Fox and his scoring ability. And also, hey, we call him Swiping Fox because he plays defense. He steals the ball also. We can't discredit his defense as well. A lot of people always thought he could be a really great two-way player. So Fox is really rounding out and becoming that two-way player that a lot of people thought he could be. So good on Fox. Keep it up, Fox. And hey, if you're out there in Brazil trying to start a fan community, there's no better place than to start right here. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Tell all your friends to subscribe as well. I'm going to be talking about the Kings, and I'm going to be giving my takes after every Kings game. So if you like Kings content, you like talking about the Kings, you're hearing about the Kings, you're hearing Kings news in general, I'm definitely somebody you want to follow. Go ahead and like the video also as well. That's going to help my channel. And if you can, share my video. Why not? Say, hey, this is a new guy talking King stuff. Follow him. You know, it'll help me out. So it'll kick the algorithm's ass, and it'll help me gain a little bit of a community. So hey guys, you know me. I'm just a fan who likes to talk Kings with a YouTube channel. But hey, if you like the Kings, you like NBA, you like to talk sports, give me a follow, give me a like. Why not? It'll help my channel, it'll help my cause, it'll help me build a community. And pretty soon I want to do live games and live reviews of these games, and we'll have a live chat also. So we're trying to build the community to that. That's my goal. So hey, I want you guys to have a great day today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if there was anything that you liked or that amused you in this video, please give me a like. I appreciate it. It's your boy Jay Woods, and this is the Kings Morning After Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. That's all I got for y'all. It's good.